Okay, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, Gore. How you doing? Nice little break between films.
Yeah, yeah. We got another drink, rolled a couple more smokes. I'm ready to go. Sent the
Awesome.
photos to you because I didn't realize when I
Yep.
promised to show the photos that we wouldn't be going through my StreamYard. That's just what I'm used to is going through mine. So but I have sent them to him, and now he can show the photos that I promised to the Exorcist 4K to come. I think at the end of September.
That's. I had a
I
quick look through them. They look pretty good.
Hell yeah. That one is my favorite. I also like the big box. See what it is what they call it the in like cinema cine museum and in like film arena. What they
Hmm.
do is like full slip, and what it is the steel book and all the extra goodies in it. That black one, that big fat black one with the red writing, that one is the full slip.
Yep.
The others are the half slips. That will be the full slip. That will have like everything in it. It'll have everything. This thing comes with a even a special gift, and depending on which cover you get, if you get the other half slips, you get different booklets with each one of them, and it's got a bunch of cards with it, and the art. I think the newly commissioned artwork looks fantastic. That one with her tongue is fucking
Yeah.
great, where her and Curtis's face are like melded together. They've been promising this for like 2 years now, and they're finally going to do it. They was going to put it out last year. They put out a pre-order, and the pre-order sold out like last I don't remember last summer, and then they stopped it and decided to do it for the 50th anniversary. And it was just going to be Blu-ray then. Now it's going to be 4K on the 50th anniversary. So with some new features too, I guess. So
Yeah. Well, it
so
sounds like it'll be worth it. Like, I
what
love
200
getting
bucks?
those ones where, yeah. Well, it'd want to be worth it then.
Well, I mean, really, I mean, to, I'm definitely going to grab that big one. I'm going to put
Yeah.
back money and I'm going to wait. You know what I mean? Because it's also going to come out on the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary. They're putting out four of those box sets. Their 4 box set 100th anniversary 4K sets. Exorcist and Exorcist 3 both are going to be on it, but it won't be like that. So if you guys don't want to pay, if you guys want to get the big Warner Brothers thing, that's fine. Or if you want to get this, or I'm still Warner Brothers to put one out. I'm getting this motherfucker. So whenever you want to show them the pics, is the ones that who was asking about it? Who did I promise to put it out and show?
Was it
Are they
Juno?
here? Was it Juno? Is Juno here?
Not
I
yet. We've got Sean and we've got Mayanne in the chat.
Okay. Well, shit. Why didn't she? I promised you these pictures. I'm gonna do all that to send them, man. But
Give it
but
a
yeah,
couple of minutes.
yeah. I went through all that just to show these damn things. But hey, if they don't show us the rest, I get to show the rest of you guys, and maybe in the rewatch. You know what I mean? But it is getting late for most people.
Yeah, we're getting a couple more people. We've just had Blucker. He's joined the chat. And Maddie. Hello, Maddie.
What's going on, Maddie? Like
So yeah,
strange seeing this
whenever you're
side.
ready. I mean,
It's
sure
strange seeing me
that.
on this side. You know, it's really weird. It's weird over here. That way, I don't got to do none of the stuff. I can just sit here and watch and relax and run my mouth.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be a change of pace for you, and given you're usually the one hosting it, so
Yeah,
it'll be
I
a change of pace for me too, because I'm usually the one sitting in the chat making random comments.
yeah. Usually, the only time I get to do this is when is on Sundays when I do the show with Werewolf.
Yeah, yeah. And you've got because you guys are going through um
Penny's dreadful.
Penny Dreadful. I was going to say Peaky Blinders for some reason. But
Yeah,
yeah, how are you finding that? You enjoying it?
yeah. We're halfway through the first season right now. We just got done with
Mm,
episode 4. It ended a little odd, but yeah, it's a lot better than what I expected. I remember hearing about it back in the day when it was new, but I didn't.
mm,
I just That's what I am. I don't think there's really only like two shows that were new that I watched when it was actually going on. I always end up catching it after sitcoms and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's definitely it's an acquired taste, and I think it does get better when you get into it. So
Yeah. Well, see, I was hooked after the first show. I was like, hell yeah. And
yeah,
I promised him I would only watch one episode per week. That way, I've only got that one episode in my mind, and I won't get ahead. Um, and that really bugs my fiance because she's wanting to watch it right then, right away. It's like as soon as that one's over, she's wanting to go to the next one. Like, no, I promised him I would wait, and yeah. But she's really liking it. Yeah. So is my son though.
yeah, it's a really well done like TV show. The way they brought in all these literary characters into the one.
Great cast too, man.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's a weird cast, man. You got Ava Green, you got Josh
yeah.
Hartnett, you got 007, Timothy,
Timothy Dalton. You've got
yeah,
Billy Piper in it.
yeah, Billy Piper.
Yeah, and I
Um,
mean, I remember her like when she was like a pop singer.
hmm Yeah, wow, yeah. You also got Rory Kinnear
Yeah,
that plays the
the
Frankenstein
monster.
monster,
Yeah,
and he was in a show I just watched the other day that was really strange, man. Men from A24. Have you seen that?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet.
It is bizarre, man. And you talk about giving birth. This thing gives birth like one after the other. It's like birth given to this one gives birth, this one gives birth, and it shows it coming straight out of the vagina birth, man.
Oh,
It's fucked up weird. A
yeah,
weird
it's
show.
it's one that's been on my list. I might actually give it a watch this weekend.
It's strange, man. I mean,
Sink a couple of drinks and then relax into it.
A24 is a little different always. You know what I mean? They just
Mm.
do a different type of thing, the art house type shit. But this is really weird. Like,
I
no
mean,
problem.
there's The
Mhm.
Witch. That's A24, and a lot of people rave about it. Rave about it. I don't know, maybe I missed something. I I enjoyed it. Great cast, great acting,
Decent, yeah. You just
but
don't
I
see why
just
people think it's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, it's good. I just don't think it's wonderful. I think that's yeah, most A24 movies put me to sleep real fast. Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
there are some definitely. Hereditary. I think that's an A24 film too.
Yes.
That
So
I
is
had to watch a couple of times. Midsummer,
mhm.
I loved that from the start. Like watching that,
Yeah,
visually stunning and very different because it's
yeah.
so bright and colorful.
What's your thoughts on Saint Maud?
Different.
How about
Different.
Lamb? Have you seen Lamb?
Haven't
Lamb's good.
seen Lamb, but I want to check it out.
Killing of a Sacred Deer,
Heard
Lighthouse.
about it. Lighthouse. I got that
Hmm
confused because there was another movie called Lighthouse, and I watched that other one. So,
They
but the
got good shit,
Lighthouse from
man.
A24 is Pattinson and what's his name, Defoe.
Right. Defoe is just always out there, man. He is always.
Mm,
It doesn't matter what he does, he's good in it. He's like
yeah,
he's like the best character actor in all the whole fucking planet.
yeah. He's. I can't remember a film I've seen him where he's not been enjoyable.
Even all the way back when he was young, when he did Streets of Fire with Michael Parr and
Mm,
Diane Lane back in the mid '80s,
yeah,
where he's the biker gang leader.
yeah,
That's all he could get was villain roles back then, because he just looks like a natural villain. But they couldn't
yeah,
find out that much to do anything. Well,
yeah. I mean,
I
when he was playing a cop in American Psycho.
where he oh yeah, where he plays the closet homosexual,
Yeah,
and the dude's all trying to cuddle with him and shit, and he's like, "Stop being a thing." It's like, what? Yeah, that was great. That was such a surprise. Yeah, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was funny. Oh man.
okay,
Well,
well, so far there's
I guess
no
if you
Juno yet. So, did you want to start the movie and then Or did you want to do the slides first? Show off those extras.
Well, just I guess go ahead and save it till the end to see
Yeah,
if they join, and then
yeah,
if they don't, we'll go ahead and show them anyway. They're at the end of the film, and then that way, if they watch for the rewatch, they can see them then. So
yeah.
he's going to show the pics because I had to send them to him in case you didn't catch that. I sent them to him, and Ninja's going to show them after the film. So if you want to see them, they'll be here.
They will. They will. And I'm looking at them, and wow,
Very cool. Yeah,
bit
I
of
was
a
very
bit of a
excited.
bit of a tease there, but I can see them, and I'm like,
Now
they
you see
look
why
good.
now you see why I was so jacked up about them.
Yeah,
It all looks damn good, man.
yeah. And I mean, The Exorcist is just one of those movies. Like,
Can't cut corners on it. You gotta get the best like
yeah.
you did. And being a boutique
All
collector
right.
anyway, being a boutique collector anyway, that's one of my top 2, 3 favorite films ever. So I've got to have the best when it comes to it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you
think
what.
there's some movies like for me getting Night of the Comet on Blu-ray was like that was my god level tier. Like I love that movie. It's such a classic 80s film for me and just owning that. But now it's changed. So now it's like I've got Demons, I've got the Steelbook of Demons. That's like top level. And then last night I got Jaws Media Book, and now I'm like, no, that's my top level now.
Right, right.
So it's evolving and expanding, and there's so much stuff out there to
Comedy,
get.
comedy is just so nostalgic. That's where it
Mm.
comes from. Childhood, because I remember watching that when it came out when I was a kid. I was probably 12, about the same time as Demon. And I remember watching that during the summer. I was off school, watch like 3 fucking day that thing playing film, and I watch it every day. Let me get this thing right here so I can all right, I'm ready.
Yeah, that's a good point that like I made that modern cinema would learn from the mistakes of yeah. Yeah, we had that discussion on Gore's channel, and look, there's a way to do a remake, and there's a way not to do a remake.
Hey, Buck, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? You don't come see me anymore. You don't like the gore anymore? Fine then. Everybody hates me.
I don't think anyone hates you.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around. For some, I'm an acquired
Yeah,
taste, but I'm just
yeah, but
I'm not the usual. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm just me, and that's all I can be. I am what I am.
and yeah, I don't think
I
anyone should be anyone else than who they are. Like,
I couldn't if I tried, man.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm very unique, but I like that. Oh, I showed up. I was wearing my House by Cemetery shirt the other day, and this is the other one that I had gotten at the time. I got that 10% off. This is the City of Living Dead. I
yeah,
got those pre-order like a month ago off Twitter. If you bought both of them, you got a certain percentage off. On the bill.
that's the thing with Australia. Really hard to find stuff like that over here. Really hard to find.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, I mean, I managed to pick up probably my favorite T-shirt is my Friday the 13th one. It's the New Blood. It's not my favorite Friday the 13th, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I picked
a
up
lot of people shit.
two of those.
There's a lot of people shit on that because of the whole carry type thing, but I thought
Yeah,
that was ballsy to do that. That was very.
hey,
It took a lot of balls for them to do that, man. Because
something
uh,
different.
yeah, and I told that I went and seen that one at the theater too. God, my mom took me to all the way from 1980 from part one all the way, and then Jason Takes Manhattan was the last one I seen, part eight at the theater, and I went to that one with a friend of mine, and it was like me and him were the only two people in the whole damn theater.
Yeah, I bet it didn't last long in the theater either. That was
You
just that was
didn't
just
like
trash. I did not like that movie at all. I It's a funny story because I remember enjoying it when I first watched it,
right.
but rewatching it, I'm just like, it's dropped in quality from A New Blood to, but we won't get onto that because then we'll start
Yeah,
on Jason X and Jason Goes
yeah.
to Hell, and
This goes to hell. That to me, that's the one that I don't get it. I don't get why people like that.
I
But
think just because
it's different,
again, it's different.
right? Right.
Yeah, it's not just Jason in a hockey mask going around killing. It's yeah, it's just a different style of Friday the 13th.
I'd be all right with Jason Takes Manhattan if the very end part wouldn't happen, where all the toxic waste makes him a little boy again.
Yeah, that made no sense.
I see. I was like, what the fuck? And the dude, the friend of mine that's there with me, he would start laughing and shit. He's like, what? He's like, look, he's a little boy. I said, yeah, I see that. Thank you for pointing that out. Because I was like, talking him into going. He's like, oh, I see that. They start sucking. I was like, no, this is gonna be all right, man. He's going to Manhattan, and damn, if that part happens, he sit there laughing. I feel like a total asshole. I said, yep. Point made, brother. Thank you.
I, what is the truck supposed to be a part of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Is that referencing your collection, Gore? I reckon that truck behind you.
Yes, that's the that's an anniversary edition. This is the 40th anniversary Director Approved 4K restore, the first 4K restoration. It comes with the it comes with the goddamn, what do you call that, the bloody thing that goes over your clothes, the fucking thing, man. Uh, and it comes with a special edition that has had at a convention. William Friedkin did a thing where he called him up and they talked and had a big ass interview. Him and Toby Hooper did not long before Hooper died. So it's just a special 40th anniversary Black Maria. It's one of the many. Soon I'm going to be doing whenever the second sight comes in. I ordered a month or two back, which is like 2 months almost now. That we pre-ordered the second sight chainsaw, and when that comes in, I'm going to do the ones that I've gotten, and I've got like
Yeah.
13 of them now, and like 5 4K editions of it that I've just been waiting and holding on to until this damn thing comes in. But it's going to be it's going to be a new addition to the compulsive collector series that I haven't put out in a long time.
All right. So I think we'll get the movie started.
Okay.
Does anyone in the chat need any time? Let us know. If not, let's get into this and enjoy the sequel to Demons.
Cool. This one I hardly remember, so this is going to be cool as fuck.
Dude, I'm probably going to rip into some of this movie.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
Like we said, like it's a good sequel, but it's not the original. The original's top tier for me.
Oh yeah.
But no one said anything in the chat, so we'll give it a countdown going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Titanus Distribuzione.
Dario Argento presenta.
Yeah.
That was a very bad accent. I do apologize for that.
Insiendo Ritorna.
The Nightmare Returns.
Make sure my title's on here. Aja.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot Aja was in this.
And again, it's got a pretty good soundtrack to it. Like it's a lot of 80s rock.
Yes. Now is this the one's got Saber Souls in it? Or was that yeah, it's gotta be this one, right? This one was riding the train during the day, right? Or something that starts out like that.
No, this one's set in the apartment building.
Right. That was the beginning of part one. Right. We just seen that. Like, since the old addiction, old spawning of demons. Addiction came true. Spectators. Movie theater were transformed into bloodthirsty thinged creatures.
Like I've watched so many bad movies, I don't need to watch anymore. You see something like Shark Exorcist or Ouija Shark, and you appreciate these type of films.
Definitely. I've never seen The Exorcist Shark. I remember seeing that. I was like, you're shit, The Exorcist Shark. That's right there with the Amityville in space, man.
Yeah, I think it's the same company. I don't Wild Eye releasing, like, I don't know.
Oh, is Wild Eye the one that does those?
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
A lot of people love them though.
I don't. That's a crazy stuff about Patrick. Patrick, Cheetah will rip on A24 all day, yet he'll swear by Wild Eye. It's like, what the hell, dude? Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, there was one they did, Bigfoot versus zombies, or zombies versus Bigfoot. But I started watching that and I had to stop because I just couldn't. I'm like, no, I can't put myself through this. In the end, I eventually finally watched it.
Yeah.
And look, I appreciate, like, filmmakers, they do put a lot of hard work into these things, but
Well,
there's
such a thing as fun and like goofy fun being cool, and then
yeah.
there's that limit, if you go past that, you just, now it's just a joke. And Shark Exorcist,
Man, my movie just started.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, man, we're at 3 minutes and 20 seconds now.
Okay, I'm at 3:17, 3:18. Some might fall behind, but you're. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I know why. Because I turned the subtitles on and paused it for a second. So I'm only like 3 or 4 seconds back. And I'll hand it to Italians too. Not only do they seem to have a lot of beautiful women, but they also, those fucking suits and shit, man. They got some good looking suits.
Yeah, well, Italian wool suits are top choice.
Like the Armanis and shit. That's Italy, right?
Yeah, yep.
They got
I mean,
style.
most of my suits I had made many years ago when I was in Thailand, really cheap. So
Thailand, cool,
yeah,
very cool. I'm gonna be wearing a suit for the first time since my prom, and I used to look really good in a suit. But I ain't pretty as I was then. Um, well, man, I was fucking pretty when I was young, and I wasn't so beat up. But I'm gonna be wearing a suit, and it's a damn nice suit. My fiance already got it. She's already got all the shit ready for when we do get married. So I'll be in a
that'd
suit
be
again.
good. Yeah.
But I gotta finish off my divorce first. Still doing that. All right. So was she pregnant doing sit-ups then?
Yep.
You supposed to do that, or is this before they knew that you're supposed to, you should do crunches rather than sit-ups?
Well, I mean, this is what, 88.
86, I
I
think.
don't know if she's doing sit-ups or if she's doing some sort of
Right.
yoga type stretching exercises, maybe.
Right. I know in the 90s they decided crunches were better for your back. They decided a lot of sit-ups weren't good for your back. And God, when I was a teenager, man, I used to do 300 sit-ups a day for like 3, 4, 5 years. I did that, and I had a cut set of abs. You better believe it. But my lower back does hurt like a motherfucker these days. I don't know if it's because of that or because I was a wrestler for 12 years or what. A little of both, probably. Yep, there he is.
Yep.
The pimp.
Got Bobby Rhodes. The pimp is now the gym instructor, bodybuilder.
Yeah. Well, you can tell this is the 80s. Look at that shit they're wearing. Look
Yeah,
at the short shorts on this dude. Like
that's
the
the
fucking
I.
sleepaway camp. Sleepaway camp when they're playing baseball, softball, those short ass shorts,
Yeah,
and the half shirt. Guys just don't wear that shit anymore.
no, you wouldn't. Like, I go to the gym, and you would not get away with that. Like,
The half shirt and shit. Yeah,
not
yeah. Cut off
even
short shorts, man. I don't know how our balls didn't hang out, man. I don't know how
steroids
that.
shrunk them.
I don't know how that didn't happen. But well, plus there's a fact of men, and people don't know that as a man gets older, they drop more. So we couldn't have got away with it if we were older. They would have been hanging out each side.
Mm.
But anyway, off the conversation about the gonad. Just figured
I
I'd
think
point that.
that's a question for Gore.
What? Oh, Gore, an entertainment wrestler. I was well in school. I was an actual mat wrestler. But for 12 years, I was a professional wrestler. I was an independent professional wrestler, traveling around the Midwest. About 12 years. Got over 500 matches. I've been retired now for 10 years. It's before I went mental and became an agoraphobic too. I couldn't have done it when that shit. Yeah, I can hardly.
Yeah.
Like when I first started talking on here, I couldn't talk. Sometimes I'll still get a little freaked out depending on the day. But I'm kind of used to being live now. And now, if we were person to person, all of us, that might be different.
Yeah,
Because I'm not good social.
yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I mean, for me, doing this kind of thing is very different to what I am in person as well. Like in a social situation, I'm very reserved.
You was like that the first time that we did
Yeah,
a watch together. On Mother's Day, you was real quiet.
yeah,
I got up there thinking, damn, because we talked a shitload on Instagram. You talked a whole bunch, and then you didn't talk then. I was talking to my fiance, and I was like, damn, I wonder if he's pissed at me or he decided he don't like me now or something. And then I began to realize, oh, okay, you just kind of reserved. But first, I was like, damn, what?
yeah. No, it's just one of those
Talk
things.
to me?
It's
I thought maybe I talked too much and didn't give you a chance or something. Because you know me, once I get started, I'll go talk, man.
man, I'm the same. Like you get me started on some conversation or some topic,
Yeah.
talk your ear off. Comics, movies,
Mhm.
sci-fi, horror, you name it. Any nerdy topic, I'm like down with
Right.
that. But yeah, you
Yeah.
start talking sports and stuff like that. I'm like, what?
There she got. Look how young Aja is.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It makes me feel bad for liking her boobs later on. You know? God, man, I don't like them showing her as a little girl because she was a gorgeous woman, you know what I mean? And she looked
Yeah.
damn good nude. So I see her as a
That's
little girl
why
and I feel bad.
I can't go back and watch Who's the Boss anymore.
Oh, those from Milano after seeing that
Yeah.
Race of the Vampire. Yeah.
Or Poison
Yeah, that
Ivy
was
2 as well.
those were good.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had some really good scenes there. I had such a thing for her from the time I was a teenager because she and I are the
Yeah.
same age. We're the same age, so I grew up watching her on Who's the Boss. So when I first got the hots for her, I was her age, so it's okay. Since we're the same age and all, like I wanted her desperately when I was 14 years old. I was like, oh my god, Who's the Boss? She's why I watched Who's the Boss. And now I realize Who's the Boss is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
It is, man. You
It's
cannot
like,
find that on physical media. You can only find season 1 on physical media of that show. You can't
wow.
find any other. That pisses me off.
Surely it'd be available on VHS or something like that.
Yeah, but I looked all over for that motherfucker. I cannot find
Mm.
it. Like it's all I could find is season 1. I mean, if you can have growing pains, you can have who's the boss.
Ooh. 2022, biggest surprise film or TV show?
Orphan First Kill. It was much better than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be horrible. I liked it better than the first one by far. I thought Julia Stiles being the villain and that twist was fantastic.
Now I can't even remember. That's how bad my memory is.
That plus it also means it must not have made much of an impression on you.
Orphan,
a very big fan.
Orphan First Girl I haven't seen yet.
Because I wasn't expecting that twist to happen, and it was actually a pleasant. Because I expected that to suck. Because I was never a huge fan of the original. It was all
yeah, I reckon Barbarian, like Spendy Cakes has just said, that was definitely like I liked that film.
Barbarian's great.
I really enjoyed it. X was good. I haven't seen Pearl yet. It's only just come out in the cinemas in Australia.
I still haven't seen Pearl either. Barbarian, I didn't know what the hell I was going to see because the trailer that I seen was so. It just didn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
So, and I liked that. So when I went in to watch it, I didn't know what to expect, and I ended up liking it a lot.
Yeah, and it was completely different. Like going in, like not knowing.
Yes, I didn't know a damn thing about what I was getting ready to watch. And I thought Justin Long really made a great comeback to horror. You know, it's the best thing I've seen him do like that since the original Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, well, it's like I watched him in House of Darkness.
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
No, I did a review of it, and it's a very it's very talky. It's a lot of talking in it. It's one of those films where it doesn't. It's got a dream sequence in it, which is probably the goriest part of it. But he just phenomenal acting in it.
So you mean talkie like Tarantino talkie, like
yeah,
Proof talkie?
Yeah.
Wow, because that movie's really talky. I like it, but damn, they talk a lot.
Yeah, it's that's pretty much all it is. It's Justin Long and Kate Bosworth, and they talk through the whole movie. It's a horror movie, but it's a literary horror movie.
Sounds cool.
Definitely worth a watch. Skinamarink?
Yeah, Skinamarink. Yeah, have you watched it? I have. You know, I really enjoyed it, man. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things about it.
I don't know if it's something I'd want to see a whole bunch of times, but that one time I see it, you know, I'm on the side of liking it. I didn't expect to, but I did. It's real horror, you know what I mean? It's about the real horrors, you know what I mean? There is no boogeyman, nothing. It's real. It's about. You have to go in it with a. You have to go in it with the right kind of mindset, kind of like Babadook. If you go into Babadook expecting a horror movie or expecting the Babadook to be some boogeyman, you're going to be disappointed because it's just not what it is.
Now, I'm not sure what's happened, but I think you went a bit pixelated.
Really? Still?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just mine.
Was I pixelating on on the first one?
No, don't know what's happened there, but
hang on a minute.
Yeah, Barbarian was a really good film, man. Like it just, and Richard Brake, like Spenny Cakes is saying, was like just creepy in it. It probably was my favorite from last year, I would say. I did enjoy Smile. That was good.
Huh.
It was a weird ending, wasn't it? Like this last 30 minutes of it was quite out there.
I don't know. I don't know why. Is it still like that?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Here, hear me see if I can fix my lighting a little bit. Let me see. Lighting help any?
Nah, it's still a bit pixelated.
Uh, I don't know, man.
Ah, is what it is.
Oh, probably a blessing.
Yeah. Well, I
If I
mean, we
can,
can still hear you, so
right? Yeah. I guess it's probably a blessing. Yeah, I
not
was trying to see
kidding.
if maybe there was a bunch of shit you like if they were in there on a lot of devices or something, but they're not.
Yeah.
So it could be clouds, could be a lot of shit, man. Could be lots of shit. So what they go to this so what they go to the old the ruins of what the theater was, right? This is what they're doing.
Well, at the end of the last one, zombie or demons, whatever you want to call them, were taking over, and so they've
Right.
basically walled in the
They're
city,
just going
and that's what we're
in.
watching now. A mockumentary about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to where it oh yeah. So it's been a minute, but I do remember.
Sunglasses. I still haven't seen Dark Glasses.
No, I haven't either.
I've heard I've heard really good things about it. Like for an Argento film, I've heard really good things.
Yeah, that's his newest one, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't seen it
Mm.
either. Need to.
Yeah, see now you're not pixelated now.
Cool. Yeah. What what was I saying about it?
I've just heard it's really good. Like it's kind of a return to form for his
Cool.
more giallo thriller style.
Yeah. Yeah, he got off a little bit on the card player and all them. He kind of veered off a bit for a minute.
And did you
Classic.
ever see Argento's Dracula?
Uh, yeah, I seen part of it. Um, yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. He did. Did he do a Phantom of the Opera too?
Yeah, Argento's opera. That was like early 90s, I want to say.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I played it a Phantom of the Opera. Oh, opera's great, man. Yeah,
Mm,
I've got several
yeah, yeah.
copies of that. I love the needles right here that he puts right here, so she has to
Yeah,
stay
so
away
she
from it.
can't blink. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's what I
There's the best review for Dark Glasses you'll see. Neat, tidy, nice mystery with a great score. What more could you ask for?
yeah. This is one of my favorite artworks on media book.
Oh
Turner
wow,
media book. That is great art.
that is.
That is
It looks so
fantastic.
smooth too. Like just
That's good stuff. Yeah, I fucking love it. It's it's from 84 Entertainment, and it's limited to 555. It's got their artwork on the discs.
Oh wow!
And then all artwork, man, every bit of it, and tons of pages. I'm not sure how many, but quite a few. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it wasn't that much. It's 84 Entertainment and Touch Media. And then you got the Scorpion release. That's pretty decent looking artwork too. Of his opera. That's this is Scorpion. That's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Now,
so you've got a couple of versions of opera, don't you? Because you've got that nice. Or is that Suspiria?
Oh,
you've got that nice book type one.
Yeah, the opera. Here's opera.
The blue one, yeah. That is sick. That one, that looks really nice.
And then Suspiria.
Yeah.
There's one of these left from 84 Entertainment that I want to get, and that's Fulci's "Don't Torture a Duckling." It's black with gold right. And I want that one. That is so hard to find. Ben made it impossible for me to get the opera because I couldn't get it shipped here. So he got it for me, and I just paid him back, and he shipped it. But the company he got it from, they would not, he gave me, the email or whatever, and I got a hold of them, and they wouldn't ship to me because I was too far inland. Since he lives on the coast, they would ship to him. They would not ship to me. I hate that shit.
Really?
Second Sight does that sometimes.
Oh wow.
Second Sight will not ship most of them.
I don't understand that. Like, yeah.
But they did with the Chainsaw Massacre. Chainsaw Massacre ordered straight from them, so I could get the extra art card. There's extra ones that you can only get if you order from them. But like Martin, they would not ship Martin here. I had to get Martin through Diabolical. And just like I was showing earlier, for anybody who didn't see, Martin came in today. Okay, the limited edition. Fucking beautiful. Nice. I haven't dug into it yet. To show it today, or right after Christmas. The last few bucks that I had that I didn't have to spend on bills.
We've definitely with those Giallo films that you're going to watch, Spendy Cakes, definitely come to the right place to get an idea of what to look into, because Gore's watching a lot of them. Well, he's watching the Italian horrors, but I mean, I guess if you want the Giallos, this is a good place to go to get all your information from.
Yeah.
And with Saint Maud, I know, Gore, you did that your film for thought.
Yeah, me and my son did that. It's I have it's on my playlist on my channel.
And they did a really good deep dive into that.
Yes, I'm a big Saint Maud fan. Just like I love Killing of a Sacred Deer. I think Killing of a Sacred Deer is fantastic too. And let me see. There's also The Northman's good, Lamb's good, Lighthouse is good. Under the Skin, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Under the Skin, I was kind of sad at the end of that one, man. I thought that was.
It is.
I felt really bad for her. I really found myself feeling bad for her. She just didn't understand,
Yeah.
She didn't get it. She didn't.
The whole film itself is just out there and weird, and the way they made it is even weirder. But then that ending is just wow.
She just wanted to be like us. She just wanted to be one of us, and she couldn't understand why things didn't work for her like it did for us. And yeah, by the time it's all said and done, what that fucking dude does is just cruel, fucked up shit.
Yeah.
because he was trying to be a fucking sociopathic fucking maniac anyway. So then all he had to do was take off and leave her. He didn't have to do all that shit. So then he goes and fucking burns her up. Why? Because his rape attempt didn't work? What the fuck? Tries to rape her, that don't work, so he goes back and fucking burns her up. What the hell? Shows the cruelty. Cruel world, man. That's one thing about, we were talking about Wolf Creek. That motherfucker's cruel, psychotic motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how they do the third one.
Yeah. I think firstly he's tormenting that chick, and he's like he's tormenting her. She's gonna change, she's trying to attack him. He's talking shit to her. Of course, I wore rubber. I don't know where the hell you've been. He's talking about the sexual assault
again with the nails.
Yes. They got into, like I said, some crazy shit in the early 2000s with the nails breaking backwards. They went film after film with the film did that. I was like, will you guys please stop breaking the foot? That's crazy looking.
See you, Spendy.
Oh, that's kind of cool how he showed it busting through. I remember doing that in Demon.
With the nails or the teeth?
The teeth pushing the other teeth through and then having to.
No, they did do that in Demons 1 as well. I think they did it better in Demons 1.
Really? Maybe that's what I meant, because I remember seeing it done just like.
But this is like, you can see it. She's just intentionally infecting people.
Yeah.
Like, she's not killing them. It's.
I think they could have done that in the first one too. I think they were doing the same thing in the original one, or I think all those people would have been dead like right the fuck way. They could have just wiped them the fuck out. Like those people were surviving, I think, simply because they didn't, want to kill them off right away. They would have affected them, I've always kind of wanted to go to Italy and just check out the sights. They got some of those beautiful shit there.
Yeah.
You see that if you take anything away, even if you don't like the gore, or even if you don't like Italian horror, it really shows you the sights and shows you how old school the buildings are and how these ancient fucking buildings. America doesn't preserve their old buildings like that. We just rip down the old and build new. We don't keep any of those landmarks. That's what they are. They're landmarks. England, they keep a lot of that shit too.
Yeah. Well, I know over here we've got like a natural historic preservation society, and a lot of the facades on buildings, like the company I work for, they're building a new building for us to move into to work from. But where they're building it had a really old 1900s frontage. Have to keep that. So you've got this frontage, this really old school frontage of a building, and then attached to it, this nice, clean glass and steel monstrosity.
Well, at least they kept the outside looking nice, because that old shit, that the building, they just looked cooler. They just looked a lot better.
Like some of the buildings over here just look shit.
They just tear the shit down and build a new big ass fucking, build into people's, like they would literally, like shows in a lot of movies, they would literally build on top of the fucking graveyard if they had to. No, fuck it, just put them over the bodies. It'd be some poltergeist shit. It would. Fuck it, just put them on there. Nobody will know. Yeah.
What was that in the Lost Boys? Like they had that whole earthquake that swallowed part of the city or something like that.
Right.
I don't know the truth in that, but wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either. Whatever they can get away with, they'll do it.
Mm.
Yeah, for the sake of the almighty dollar. When it comes to the almighty dollar, you find most don't have a whole lot of integrity. They get a lot deeper with the suffering of them turning in this one.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're just suffering turning into these motherfuckers. I think they amped that up here.
It's interesting. When did Aliens, when was that released?
Aliens, the second one, 1986.
86, and this is 86 too.
Mm-hmm.
And they've both got Acid for Blood.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But first Alien was 79.
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure if that was because Dan O'Bannon originally wrote the original screenplay for Alien, and then Ridley Scott and then stepped in and they finished it off. So it basically became Ridley Scott. So I'm not sure if that's something Dan O'Bannon implicated or implemented, or if that's a Ridley Scott implemented. If that's original idea or what.
Yeah.
Either way, it presented in 79.
Yeah.
I don't think he kept a whole lot of Dan O'Bannon's original idea. I think Ridley Scott and his people took it over and changed it almost completely. But yeah, if Smitty was still in there, I was gonna say yeah. And after I'm done with the Fulties, I'm going directly into the Argento. And I'm gonna, oh man, there's tons of it. Phenomenon, fucking Deep Red, Cat Nine Tails, Tenebrae for sure.
Yeah,
Calgary,
Tenebrae.
Suspiria, Opera. So shit. I'm doing probably 7 or 8 weeks of full T. I may do 7 or 8 weeks of that too. So this may end up being longer than 3 months. I was gonna do 3 months, but fuck it.
Could just be your channel from now on. It's just Italian horror. All day, every day.
Because shit, I mean, you think about it, besides that, you got shit, you got Mario Bava and you've got Sergio Martino and on, man. There's tons of them. Once you really get into it, you realize how deep it goes. There's a lot more than people realize. See, there's a lot of people that think there's only 2 or 3 big Italian directors from back in the day. There's a lot more. They usually look at it as just an Argento and Fulci thing these days. But no, it goes a lot more than that. There's a lot of really good Italian filmmakers. Yeah, I was be cool if you could pop into one of those or something. But I realize how time shit and how you got to work and shit.
Yeah, no, it's depending on if I'm working from home. If I'm working from home, and depending on how busy it is, because sometimes we'll just get things that pop up and it's like straight away in the moment I've got to drop everything and do it. Otherwise I'd be jumping on here and there.
Right.
Yeah, when I'm working in the office, it's a little bit harder because sometimes it's heaps of people there, sometimes there's no one there.
Right.
Like if I go into work on a Saturday, I've got the whole floor to myself.
Wow.
It's great.
Well, next time
Because no one
that happens, let me know.
Yeah, no one works on Saturdays. No one. I'm like, you know what? I've got a whole floor to myself. I can just sit back. I can have a movie playing on the side, chill out, relax, and work away.
Yeah, because like I said, otherwise we would have collabed a lot more than what we have, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would have been, down for a few of those ones that you've done. Like I'd be like, oh,
Yeah, I've done like 80 something. It's crazy.
yeah,
I
like
didn't realize I'd done that fucking. I do believe it's like 80 or some shit.
yeah. I mean, even just recently, like City of the Living Dead, The Beyond.
All three of those, and
Yeah,
then shit. Even before that, I remember I started off with zombie.
yeah, yeah. Which is on its way.
Um,
And, yeah, I finally got it from Arrow. That second
cool.
lot that's coming through from Arrow. So yes, that and Doom Asylum and something else. I can't remember what I ordered. Actually, gonna. I really should know what I ordered, shouldn't I?
Sometimes, yeah, that happens though. I put up a post asking everybody what they thought whether I should use Black Cat from Fulci or New York Ripper or Black Cat, New York Ripper.
I think it actually might have been
What was the third one? Oh, Don't
Don't
Torture a
Torture a
Duckling.
Duckling. Yeah.
And I haven't checked it and see which one's winning. It was wild. New York Ripper was winning. I was kind of surprised. I don't think many people know about Don't Torture a Duckling. To me, that's one of the best. I didn't think, and I just don't think many people have seen. But the Black Cat, the Black Cat's great because it's the only Black Cat movie that's actually the Black Cat is the fucking villain. You know, this fucking Black Cat will go through hell or high water to get to somebody. It actually
Yeah,
crawls up the turn at one point.
I just checked and voted. Yeah, so New York Ripper.
Is it still?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it go until what? Maybe Sunday because I do it on Monday.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll go until
And with what
later
Black is
until.
saying, like, I actually, I, I like Hatchet. I
So
like
do I.
Hatchet. I think the whole
Chef
franchise is
David.
really good.
Yeah, that first one I fucking love it to
Yeah,
death, man. It's fucking
the
hilarious. It's got
Adam
some really,
Green.
yeah.
See, yeah,
Frozen was a
like
good film.
mm, like it's just a fun horror film. It does feel like an '80s throwback, or even a late '90s or early '90s. Sorry, not late '90s.
Yeah, I'm a fan too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one that I often forget about when I think about doing a show. I have to keep that in my brain because I definitely want to do it.
Yeah, so I've only got one. I've got Victor Crowley. I picked that up really cheap on DVD, like $2. I'm like, yeah, can't say no to that.
Right? Yeah,
But the other ones, I haven't seen them in Australia on DVD or Blu-ray.
that's the one that I don't have. I have the first three.
The Mutilator was the other one.
Mutilator. Oh hell yeah,
Yeah,
that's a very unique slasher, man.
yeah.
Very
Like I
unique.
just wanted to go old school, so I got the Mutilator, Doom Asylum, City of the Living Dead, and I've got City of the Living Dead. I've got it on DVD. I've had it for years, and I'll never get rid of it because it's
Yeah,
got this really cool original artwork.
Mutilator, also known as Full Break.
Mm,
There's the Mutilator cover. Have you ever seen the Full Break cover?
don't think so, no.
Here's the Full Break artwork. Yeah, yeah. It's all that's the other name. I
Oh,
think it's
wow.
long. Yeah. Yep. It's a unique one, man.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of story. You know, because most slashers, on the face, it don't have a lot of story to them. That's why I always
No,
like the original My Bloody Valentine, because you got a lot of story. I mean, you got a love triangle and everything else going on. But it's
yeah, that one
cool.
I've got the remake. I don't have the original.
Oh man.
I mean, to be honest, I don't mind the remake. I think the remake
Yeah,
it is a better than average remake.
yeah. But yeah, well, with those kind of remakes, I look at least they don't try to copy, like copy and paste
Mm,
what the original one was. Yeah, at least they went their own way with it. Because like you get the Psycho remake, and that motherfucker is the same thing, scene for scene for scene for scene, and there's
like I
just
said,
no
if you're
point.
gonna remake something, yeah, improve on it.
Especially if you take a bona fide, stone fucking classic like Psycho. Don't do fucking Hitchcock's work frame for frame.
Yeah,
That's just ridiculous. That means you're trying to outdo what he already did. Make it your own.
yeah, and I mean, you can't you can't top the master.
I hate the reputation that he has gotten the last few years too. All because of what one person has said over and over again. They've completely ruined his legacy by that shit, the Tippy
Mm.
Hedren.
Yeah,
They kind of did a redo of the scenes from the first Demons there with the light behind them, with, with them coming down the hallway. Not
yeah.
quite as
So
iconic as
this
the original.
the actress that plays Sally, I just did not like her portrayal in this at all. Like in the party, she just
Mm.
annoyed me, and then as a demon, yeah, it's really off-putting. Everyone else in like I have no problem with. I think the actual cast in this, and this is what I mean, like with sometimes with the dubbing of Italian films or with foreign films,
Uh-huh.
the vocal acting doesn't match the actual actor. So it
Right.
kind of takes you out a little bit. But this one I don't find that as much. Not with Demons 2. Demons one a little bit.
Yeah. The kind of like the voice that did the Bob character from House by the Cemetery. That's
Mm.
one thing a lot of people don't like the House by the Cemetery is the voice on Bob. And just like I was finding out, and just like I told everybody the other night when I watched it, that's actually a girl. That's actually a woman or whatever that does Bob's voice.
Yeah.
And he is so pissed because they gave him that voice because he was actually speaking it. That wasn't him. That's not him, and he hates the fact that he's always associated with that voice that wasn't even his. They gave him like the worst fucking voice that they possibly could find. It's like they found somebody free, and so you do the voice, or like one of their kids or something. Yeah, poor Bob gets a bad rap.
Yeah, but I mean, it goes back to, you look at the kung fu karate films where they dub them and
Godzilla's and
uh,
all that shit.
yeah, I mean, I can get over that. I should be able to get over this.
Godzilla, yeah, but well, Godzilla is the only one that I found that can really get away with that dubbing on a large basis. People just expect that dubbing in Godzilla. They got to have it.
Yeah,
It's the only one that can get away with that like that for some reason. Like that's what everybody found wrong with the big nice Criterion Godzilla set like I have, is the fact that a lot of those films don't have that American dubbing in it for some reason. Criterion didn't do that, and they fucked up big time by not doing it. that ruined the set because people want that in their Godzilla. They at least want the option for it because it's nostalgia. That's how we grew up seeing them.
yeah.
with that.
I mean,
With
I
that.
didn't mind the most recent, kaiju films like the Godzilla ones, King
Mhm.
Kong, even Pacific Rim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See you,
My son
Sean.
loves the first Pacific Rim. He's a big fan of it.
Hmm. It's like what Black is saying about Scream 5 and 6. Yeah, and I know everything seems to go back to it. It's kind of like with Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends. Like everything goes back to that, how bad it was. But this is a good point. Like everything in Scream 5, I felt had been done before.
Right.
And had been done not so much better, but they were trying to make it better and they weren't doing it. Like they were trying to be too, well, for lack of a better term, too meta.
Right.
And it just, like, for me, plus I didn't like and spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Scream 5, but the female killer, I don't remember what her name was. The way they offed her in it, I did not like her character, and I did not like the way they killed her in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt the same way about her cousin, the Emma Roberts character in part 4.
Yeah, I think Emma Roberts was a better psycho killer and had a
Yeah.
somewhat better reason. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. She was just fucking nuts, man. She was out of her mind.
yeah,
She was so jealous that she had drove herself crazy over it.
mm,
You know, and they there's another cut of that where they was gonna let her live. They were just gonna arrest her. She wasn't gonna get killed. But then they decided to kill her at the last minute.
nah,
And I think it'd been better if they hadn't.
yeah, it would be different
Yeah.
because
You
each
don't have
one
to kill them all.
before it, yeah, like I'd
Always.
like to see one of them get arrested.
Like Stu's the
These are
only one that
human
they haven't
killers. They're
proven.
not.
They haven't
Yeah,
proved that
that
he's
is
dead.
true. That is
Like
true.
a lot of people disagree with me about the TV falling on his face. That TV wasn't big enough to surely kill him. He had his hands. He could have blocked some of it. It was possible to survive that. It's not like it was one of those
Yeah,
fucking huge TVs. It didn't
and
necessarily
even if
kill
it,
him.
I think it was a CRT, so it was a cathode ray screen.
No.
You know,
Yeah, it's
people
possible.
have survived worse.
Oh, definitely.
And I mean, yes, like I said, these are human killers. They're not supernatural. You don't need to
True.
end each and every single one of them.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true. I wonder if they killed him off in the sixth one too. I haven't seen it. I don't know that I ever will.
Good night, man.
But
Sleep well. Thanks for joining. Which
yeah, I
one's
don't know that
Chad?
I'll.
Is that Chad from number 6? Because I haven't seen 6 yet, so
I mean, I don't know that I ever will see it. I may or I may not. Chances are I might not.
I think I'll
But I'm just
watch it
curious
just.
if they, I wonder if they let at least somebody live finally. You know, because that is a good point. They don't have to kill every one of them off. That's way too predictable.
Yeah.
Because it's already predictable in the Scream series that you know it's going to be somebody that all of a sudden is going to be like, by the way, I'm the killer. That's the way it always is. It's this big thing you
Yeah.
don't know, and then all of a sudden it's like one of their friends or something, and there's a reason because I hate you because of this. You know, it's always the same thing to me. It's the same shit every time. Every
Or in
time.
2 of them,
It's
it's
because I hate you.
in
Or it's
no,
because your
3 of them.
mom was.
3 of them, it's a long lost family member or a family member of some variety.
Or because your mom did this, messed around with my dad,
Yeah.
which was cool in the first one. Then the second one actually was his mom and this other dude that she come across, and then the third one it was her long lost brother-in-law. And then the fourth one, her cousin hated her. And then, I don't remember what happened the fifth one. I seen it, but I don't remember.
Yeah. I think the
I don't remember.
5th one they just wanted to be famous or something. I don't know. Maybe that was the 4th one.
No,
which is just
the
the
fourth one
first one.
was her cousin being
Yeah,
jealous of her.
yeah, but didn't
Yeah.
because it's Kieran Culkin. He's the other
Uh,
killer in it, isn't he? No, it's been that long.
no, no, he was the one that liked the Hayden
Kirby.
Panettiere character in part 4. Yes, he was. He was the boyfriend of her. He was the secret boyfriend of her cousin,
Mm.
Emma Roberts. Yes, and then she killed him. Emma Roberts did. Yeah, Culkin was. He's the one that we thought killed Hayden Panettiere, but it turns out she survived. She's the only reason why I cared anything about Part 6 was Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, look, I think it would be interesting to see how they bring her back.
I guess it's not all that great. From what I hear, she's not that big of a factor in it. They probably
Mm.
killed her. Man, that's my guess. If anybody survives one, they have to kill them in the next one.
Yeah,
Except the other three, and then they finally killed off Dewey. They just kind of painted into a spot, man. I think they kind of had to finally kill one of them. Now I don't know if
yeah.
Gale
I
will
mean,
survive. Hopefully not.
they can't live through each film,
Yeah.
which is probably a good reason why they didn't have Nev Campbell or Neve Campbell, because I like her character and I like her as an actress, but she wasn't needed in the other ones.
Right. So maybe Gale got killed in Part 6.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Kill her ass off too, fucking, and then say, yeah, Sydney was found hanging from a fucking tree or something. She's dead too. What?
Nah. Nah. Cocaine Bear's going to win the Oscars, Blocker. Cocaine Bear is going to sweep the Oscars. It's going to be best film, best special effects, best score, you name it. I really, really do think that. It's probably my
Cocaine
favorite
Bear.
movie for the year. Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's a
I'm
really,
looking
I highly recommend it. It's fun.
cool. Yeah, because I want to see it. Now that's one I don't mind being a little funny, a little entertaining, because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to that. The actual
Like,
story of the real story is not nearly as entertaining. I
yeah.
guess all he did was eat a bunch of cocaine and then run and die. I thought it was gonna be something really cool, the real story, and until I heard
Yeah.
Ballin tell the story. Mr. Ballin told it, and all he did was eat a bunch of it from the guys tossed it out of the helicopter because they was getting stopped and they had to land. So they got rid of all the bags of cocaine, and a bear came along and ate it and ran like crazy and then died. I
Yeah.
was like,
It's a
oh
bit
man,
disappointing.
yeah. I was hoping he went and ate a few people first.
But then now they're bringing out all these cocaine shark, meth gator, crack
Are
coon.
they?
Yeah. And look, yeah, I'll give them a watch just for a laugh. I think Attack of the Meth Gators from Asylum, and
Well,
I don't mind Asylum.
they got to
They
cash in
do
on that.
some, yeah, and they do some okay stuff.
Yeah,
Not great, but not terrible. You got parkour demons coming up, jumping through the flames.
yeah. Yeah. Oh shit! Boom with the double barrel shotgun. That would have talk about a hole. Oh, the
Mm.
axe. So he's all purpose badass now. The pimp from the first one is. Yeah, he's even got the bullets strapped over his shoulder. I'll remember if he survives this or not. But yeah, they lined him to be the badass in this one.
Cocaine Bear had the same budget as Scream 6. Really? I Yeah, I never really look at what movies have what budgets. When it comes to movies, I just think, you can get a
So it's
really low budget film that uses it very well.
yeah.
Like the Winnie the Pooh movie. Have you seen that one, Blood and Honey?
Uh,
That is so low budget, but they use every single cent effectively.
cool. Like on the right shit.
Yeah, it's got some good gore scenes, good score. Great, well, the atmosphere is really good in the film.
Cool.
I just didn't like the characters.
Mm.
And because I didn't like the characters, I didn't know who to root for. I didn't know who to go for. Do I go for Winnie the Pooh or do I go for the humans? So,
That's what I do. If I don't like any of the people in it, I just enjoy watching them get chopped up.
yeah. Oh, this has a good head popping scene. You think Fulci had some good eye popping scenes? Winnie the Pooh has. It's
Good
got a
head
really good.
popping.
Yeah.
Like up there with like Scanners and Maniac in there.
Um, Probably closer to Maniac than Scanners. Although Scanners is still one of the most iconic head blowing
It,
scenes. Like,
yeah, it's voted like the best one. I thought I'll put in a montage of that on one of my intros, and I'd
yeah,
started off with like the Maniac. He shoots him with the gun and the head explodes. The next one would be the head exploding in Scanners, and I'd follow it up really quickly with the whole body exploding in the Fury like it does. You ever
yeah.
seen the the Fury? That's got
It's
a whole body exploding.
that Michael
That's called
Douglas. Kirk,
that's a Brian De Palma film.
yeah, telekinetics or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember the cover. I don't remember the movie too much.
Oh man, it's pretty good. It's a good 1970s drama. He did that one right before he started making his Dress to Kill and all those before he
Mm.
went on the like late 70s.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the Mean one. Um,
Me
Michael was
either.
just saying he couldn't get into Winnie the Pooh, but it was a hell of a lot better than the Mean one. But the Mean one had the guy Terrify, Damien Leone.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
know
I
with the
mean,
makeup on,
everyone's
with with the makeup on, that looked like the Jim Carrey Grinch. I thought
yeah,
from just use the previews, I thought he looked like the Jim Carrey Grinch,
yeah.
which was interesting. I was curious to see how good that was going to be, though I haven't seen it yet. We talked about that on Horror for All too, the first episode, I think, or maybe it was the
Ah,
second.
Art the Clown actor, not Damien. My mistake. Yeah. What's I can't think of his name then. So Damien Leone did the directing of Terrifier,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's yeah, it's Timmy Leone. God damn it. Fuck, what's his fucking name?
David Howard Thornton.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's raving about his performance as Art the Clown. I think he's done a good job.
Oh yeah, really good job. I'm glad they switched to him because the original Art the Clown in like in All Hallows Eve
Yeah,
in the anthology was a completely different guy,
and didn't
and
have the
and
same creepiness.
and it, but it didn't, yeah, it didn't have the same vibe. No, I thought the little girl in Terrifier 2 was the best part of the whole show.
Mm,
She's scarier than Terrifier.
yeah,
Like like she scared him,
yeah, because you don't actually know, is she a figment of his imagination, like
Right.
his whatever he is, whatever his if he's demented, demonic, whatever, or is she an actual representation of evil?
I don't know. Yeah. I like not, yeah, I like not knowing that. I hope they don't ever
Yeah.
explain exactly what he is and what she is. Just leave it like it is. Don't make the mistake they made with Michael Myers explaining a bunch of shit about him.
Mm.
It's much better when they don't.
Yeah, well, it's like you've said many times, Michael Myers is a boogeyman. He should have just disappeared at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
Keep
Imagine
that
all the
mystery
psychotic-
happening.
Yes. Last thing we seen is he just went somewhere. We don't know where. He's just gone. Why? Because he's a boogeyman. That's why. Why did he do it? Because he's a boogeyman. That's why. Not because she's his sister or any of this bullshit, or because he wants revenge, but just because that's what he fucking does.
Not because, the moon is in the
Yeah.
sign of Aquarius or whatever, and Sam Hain and runes.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved it. I mean, just imagine what it would be like if the first Halloween was the only one. How iconic that ending would be, and how it wouldn't have all this other stupid stigma bullshit attached to it now.
Yeah. But look, I still enjoy 4, 5, 6,
You know?
H2O. I don't enjoy Resurrection. I will say that I do not enjoy that.
No. I didn't enjoy this whole new trilogy. I didn't think everybody said in 2018, oh, they nailed it. No, they did not get it right. They did not nail it. Not in my opinion. Of course, like I've said before, I'm a Halloween purist, which means I like the original concept of him in the first movie. 2 from 1981 got the vibe right somewhat for a while until they started the brother sister shit.
Yeah, I think that if someone did a cut of Halloween 2 where they cut all that out, it would make a much better film because you didn't need that in it.
Right. Shit, the
He
way
is
they started the
just
end of that, great, man.
yeah. He's just attacking her because she was there.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Actually, he would have moved on. He wouldn't even have followed her to the hospital. I'm not sure he would have. I think he just went to some other house, sort of stalking. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll
Yeah,
just go
so
over
I
here.
think, so like I said, it always comes back to Halloween. But no, I enjoyed Halloween, the 2018. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed most of Halloween Kills. The whole hospital shit, I could do without.
Oh, the lynch mob shit. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no point to it. Halloween ends. It had its moments. It could have been really good. It could have been really good.
With just the
Yeah.
Corey Cunningham thing, they could have went that way. Okay, that'd be fine because it started. That first 5 minutes was really cool,
Yeah.
and then, but when he's wrestling Michael Myers down and taking his mask from him, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. He bum rushed Michael and took his shit. That just would not. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. No way. He's gonna. The punk's gonna run down Michael Myers and take his shit. No.
Look, I get it. At the end of Halloween Kills, he somehow got this extra strength after getting the shit kicked out of him, and then pretty much killed a bunch of people. So was elevated, super strong and whatnot. Right. And then how 4 years later, he's been in a sewer. Okay, he's 4 years older. He was already old. He's probably not top of his game.
Right.
But you could see when he killed that one person how his strength was coming back and whatnot. Whatever supernatural element they want to put on that, or maybe it's some sort of deep-seated psychosis.
Right.
But there was still no way.
Yeah.
There was still no way. Yeah. I think they should have just had it where it's all up until the end. Then Corey takes the mask from Michael before he dies and becomes the new boogeyman or the shape.
That would have been better, yeah.
Yeah. They could have done it so much better.
And they'd have to grind him up into hamburger meat in a big fucking party from the junkyard. I mean, it's like, Jesus, man.
That's N's version of the lynch mob scene, really.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all celebrating and shit. It's just, I was like, oh God.
Yeah, you know what I would have preferred? If it came out that it was tied into Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and he was actually a robot. That would have been a better ending.
Yeah.
You know, apparently that's the new one they're doing. Like they're going to redo Halloween with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. They're going to do a new Halloween trilogy based on that. Like, don't.
I mean, as long as they don't try to repeat that one like they do the other stories that Carpenter was going to do, maybe they could do that. That would work because it would be all new stories. They wouldn't be redoing anything. But that film's just fine the way it is. Yeah, leave shit alone. Make up some of your own shit, guys. How about that?
Yeah.
Make up some shit. Like I said, it's a damn good thing that we were in this situation back when we were making these, or we wouldn't have much to watch right now.
I mean, even one movie coming up, which I'm sure you'll eventually cover in And Horror for All, is Day of the Dead 2, the new one that they've got coming with the original cast from Day of the Dead. That has possibilities.
Potential, yes. Yeah, I heard something about that a while back. Have you heard about the new Eli Roth Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm covering that on the one that I've already done. Like I said, I'm going to do it some. I'm not finished with it. It may be months from now because I want to focus on this right now with what I'm doing. But
you've got enough up your sleeve for the next few months with this.
Definitely. Yeah, I got carried away, man. I got carried away. Probably should have kept. Probably should have could have kept Night with me a little longer, taking a little pressure off me. But I didn't. I decided to go off alone. I probably should have waited a minute.
Well,
ready.
live and learn.
Too much going on. That was my call, and I probably shouldn't have made that call. But hey, you live and you learn.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot going on as well, so it's probably taking something off his plate. And
yeah, we both just had so much that we couldn't put the schedules together very good anymore, and I got impatient with it, and I just wanted to get moving. And now, I got moving all right because I realized what my real problem was is I had too much with that show. I can't have it where I'm doing content every single day. I have a new fiance. I got a 16-year-old son. You know what I mean? I can't have that every day. Scariest thing, internet and cable. Like 1 week and the world would be like zombie apocalypse. Yeah, if you're right, it probably would be if the cable and internet went out, people would fucking lose it.
Look, we had an outage. It was a few years back. People went absolutely nuts. It was like one day where there was mobile phone outage. People were going nuts. I'm just like, I'm at work. I'm like, mobile phones are out. Oh. Yeah. People rely on it so much. I get it. We wouldn't be able to do this without it.
Yeah. Oh man. And the way we grew up, there wasn't none of this shit. I mean, like I said before, you actually had to get up and go across the room to turn the channel on the TV.
Yeah. Guess who's popped up in the chat? We've got Cadaver Club, Ben.
Hey,
how you
going,
mate?
On, dude? How you doing, man? How's it going? I'm doing Demons 2 right now. About let me see. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. A little over.
I'm sure Ben will appreciate this one, my copy of it.
Yeah. Very cool, yeah.
I just love the artwork on it. Like that is absolutely.
Yeah.
The black and white just looks great, and I mean even on the inside they've got the not really a reversible cover of it, but they've got the train station scene from the first one with
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get my hands on that Demons 2 Windows flip to go with my first. Like I said, I can get it for like 35. But it's like with shipping, it's like $40, and it's in like almost new condition. So I didn't see one flaw on it, so I need to try to grab that soon. Somebody's gonna buy that.
Uh, Ben, I actually just got my very first media book. I showed it to
Yeah.
Gore last night, my very first
Hmm.
one, and I'm really happy with it. Jaws, so good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch it.
And yeah, we got him getting media books, man. Hell yeah.
I've got the Sadness and Return of the Living Dead. I still need to get those ones. They're going to be my next one.
That Sadness one that I got's pretty cool. I don't have Return of the Living Dead yet, but I got quite a few others.
Mm.
He's got tons of them.
Yeah,
Like I said, he was the one that got Keith from Euphoria that I told you about earlier. He's the one
yeah.
that got he's the one that got him into collecting, and he's just went ape shit with it, man. He's got a crazy collection.
That's like I looked at it last night and
Expensive.
in
That
awe of it. Like just some of the even the busts and figurines that he's got like behind him, similar to your collection. Like they're just
makes mine look like tame. He's yeah. Man makes money. Obviously that man
yeah,
makes some money. He has to, because that shit's expensive, and a lot of that shit that he's gotten, he didn't get when it's pre-ordered. Like he's getting secondhand, so he's paying a lot for that shit.
mm,
Because a lot of that stuff came out long before he started collecting.
yeah. So you got to dive in deep and get it, and
And secondhand's got a lot of scalpers, a lot of thieves.
yeah. And like I say, that's a problem with eBay. Like unless you know how to sort of don't jump into it, and
Yeah,
yeah,
you got to finagle, and you got to you'll learn how to avoid those scalpers. But the
yeah,
key to it is being you got to be patient, because if you're not patient, you're going to pay 3-4 times more than what you should. You got to be patient. That is that.
yeah,
When you ask me, about collecting, and if I have any advice, that's what I tell them: be patient. Don't expect you can't get everything right now. You can't. Be patient.
mm. That's why I've
That's
been
the
holding
best
off
advice.
on. Yeah, I've been holding off on the Sadness and Return of the Living Dead just in case Arrow release one or it comes out in Australia and I can get it just that because you pay a truckload with conversion rates of money and whatnot. And that's the problem. Like
Yeah,
I'd love to be able to just go bang here done.
yeah. Oh yeah. Because as collectors, we want that motherfucker. We love that shit, and we want it now. You can have it now if you got the money. If you want to, pay scalper prices.
Yeah, that's why I've
So
going on eBay. You put things on your wish list, and occasionally like someone will send you an offer. It's like a
yeah,
couple of bucks less. And it's like nah.
go back to them. That's been a lot of times when they do that, and it's not enough. I'll go back to them, and then I'll throw them an offer that's lower than that. And the
Yeah,
next thing you know, you're haggling. Sometimes they'll haggle with you. The next thing you know, you'll get a good price. So you know, they send you an offer. You know, send them an offer. Say, well, no, but how about this? A lot of times they won't. Sometimes they will.
someone I was talking to recently. They were telling me on Amazon. If you look at their out of stock movies, they'll actually drop the price on them and they'll drop it even lower if you're waiting a long time for the movies.
Yeah,
Like, I've never seen that before. Like, so I'm going to have to check that out. I reckon that could be a good way to get some extra movies.
yeah. There's actually a lot of avenues. You just gotta, you just gotta know where to go, and like I say, you just gotta be patient. You got to be, and you got to be. Some people are just greedy and they will not make deals. Some people just will not lower that fucking price, and you just got to avoid them.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of people on there also that are somewhat fair and that you can get to lower the price that aren't so
Yeah.
fucking greedy. Like I've got a lot of them that I deal with on there that are actually fair and good, and they got good products. One to look at on eBay, DVD Horror Man. He's got
Okay.
he sells all boutique shit, and it's pretty decently priced. He doesn't go that scalper route, and it's all like brand new, all of his shit. DVD Horror Man. I haven't looked at his I haven't looked at his shit in a while, but I know he's still going.
All one word or
Cereal at Midnight's on there too on eBay, and he has reasonable prices too. He doesn't sell a lot of things, but when he does, it's good.
I'll have to check them out.
But DVD Horror Man has usually got quite a few things for sale, and it goes anywhere from Arrow window slipcovers to steel books to media books to Screen Factories. I mean, he's got he's usually got a lot of shit on sale, and it's all good shit. And you can tell on it being good quality because he's a collector. That's who you want to buy from. You want to buy from collectors. Because a collector usually isn't going to try to scalp you. You know, I don't know many true collectors that are scalpers. Most of them don't do that because they know what it's like. Some are scalpers, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think given the time difference there, then yeah, I think watching it in bed is justified.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's what about probably 1:30 or so here. I'm not sure. I don't have a clock. Yeah, damn it. No, it's 3:30 here.
Jeez.
Well, 3:23. Yeah, that makes sense. How in the hell they have it being 1:30? Yeah, that's a bummer. I told them that I'd have those I'd have those pictures of it on here. I don't know. Just kind of toss them up real quick, and then if they're watching the rewatch, and that's it.
Yeah, well, this has only got a couple of minutes left, I reckon. Well, yeah, about 10 minutes left.
Or they can just or finish it there. They see it next time. I'll follow them up on the thing next time I do, which will
Yeah.
be. Well, I won't do it during me and my son's, because we're gonna do our Funk for Thought Thursday or Friday, probably Friday.
Which one's
So,
that? What are you watching there?
um, uh, the Lodge.
The Lodge. Trying to
The
think if
Lodge.
I've seen that one.
Here, here. See if you recognize it.
Yeah.
Good show. Yeah, that's me and my son are doing. We're gonna
Yep.
be doing a review on it, and then so I'll probably just wait, and then Monday I'll probably take it easy for the weekend, and then Monday when I do whichever full sheet is I'm gonna do, I'll throw the
It's
photos
Alicia
in there.
Silverstone's in that one.
What one?
The Lodge.
No, not this one. No. Well, yeah,
No?
she's in at the very yeah, she's at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's been popping up in a few like sort of horror films nowadays. Like she was in The Requiem,
She was in
which is a
Killing with
shark
Sacred
one.
Devotion.
Yeah,
Yeah, she made a little bit of a comeback. She didn't age well. Not in my opinion. She didn't age well. She looks kind of beat up, kind of tired.
yeah,
She's had a rough time, I do believe.
yeah.
When her
Ben beat me to it.
yeah
Alicia Silverstone, yeah.
when her fame went down, I she might have took to the drink a little bit, a little too
Yeah, because I
often.
mean, what was the last big thing she did? Like, a real big thing. It would have had to have been
Shit, I
what?
don't know. Late
Batman
'90s
and
maybe,
Robin.
maybe mid to late
Yeah.
'90s maybe was her last big, as far as big budget shit.
Mm. Yeah,
'Cause she,
yeah. Like I said, I feel like she disappeared after the Batman movie. Yeah, I
yeah,
reckon she
well she
did.
did. Yep.
Because I mean, a lot of people gave her. I mean, it's not a great film, but a lot of people gave her shit about it for the way she
Yeah.
looked in it. I don't think that should have been the issue.
Right.
I think the fact that there was a Batman credit card in it should have been the issue.
Yeah. Is that the one with the nipples on the suit?
Yeah,
That's great. Why they decided to do that, I don't know. That one just, that series just went completely haywire.
it did.
Right. I seen the very first one in '89 in the theaters. You know, the one with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton and Kim Basinger. Yeah. And then the second one was all right with Michelle Pfeiffer was a great Catwoman, but then after
Yeah.
that, and I said, that's the only two that I care for. She's still
Or with
everybody's favorite Catwoman.
yeah, I reckon so. You can add Kevin Sorbo to that list, Ben. Yeah. Like Maddie just said, yeah, Kevin Sorbo.
Sorbo, yeah. Oh my god.
Is there's a new one out with Left Behind. Now that was a book and it was a series of books, and I actually read those books and they were enjoyable. But
Kirk
then
Cameron did
Kirk
it.
Cameron brought out the movies and he fucked it all up.
Yeah.
They were just terrible. Then
He got weird.
Nick Cage did Left Behind, and that was just bad.
Hmm. I didn't know
And
that.
now Kevin Sorbo.
I was surprised with Nicolas Cage. I was surprised that he was able to make the comeback that he did in a weird way that he did it. You know, um, because he was doing the big budget shit and he won the Oscar for Leaving
Mm.
Las Vegas and he did 8mm and Snake Eyes and all them and Con Air, and then he dropped off because he started getting crazy, and then he made a comeback with low budget horror films. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, with Mandy, Color Out of Space.
Mm. That Wonderland or whatever.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland. That's a good one. I like that one. He doesn't say a word through the whole thing.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
It's worth. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah, I had heard that before. I heard it's actually pretty decent. I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I need to add Mandy to my physical collection.
Is that the ending?
Almost.
Her, her giving, yeah. Oh my god. I don't remember this. Is it okay? It's a boy. Well, must be. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. So boy. hell was that? Something just beat crazy.
Fastest and quickest birth ever.
Oh my God. Kitty. Just go a complete fucking mess. This chick he's talking about, that just didn't do it for you. Just didn't.
Yeah, it's just like it's too much.
Right.
Like
Too
Rick
Jerusalem.
James was a better, yeah. Rick James was a better demon.
Right. Oh, this is a great one, man. I always thought that. I remember sitting back there and going, damn, she feels like Rick James. Especially when she becomes a demon for some reason.
Mm.
Okay. They made the kid be quiet and everything. The kid's like, what the hell is that? Stop crying and everything.
I do like this part. The ending kind of makes it go full circle, how it started and how it ends.
Yeah.
Because it always starts with some form of media, like the cinema, the TV show.
He's gonna bust them all. Like, bullshit. Yeah, it makes you wonder if this wasn't the original idea to fucking the ringu. You know,
Mm.
it could have been inspired by it, coming through the TV.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Or maybe video drone too. You know what I mean? A combination of the two.
yeah.
Interesting.
And this one, at least, I believe it stays in the apartment building. It doesn't escape.
Right. That's a cool idea that Cronenberg did back in '75 with Shivers. The
Mm.
whole place has just come down with this thing, this fucking sexual. It's like a not this sexually transmitted disease. It's basically what it's about. In case you've never seen Shivers, that's basically the basis of it. That's the body horror that he did for his first film, Shivers.
You know what? It reminds me of Contracted.
Yeah.
The idea behind it. And there we go. The end. So
We
yeah,
pulled it off, man.
we did double feature.
No, yeah. I'm not sure who's still with us or how many people have watched or anything like that, but hey, either way.
Yeah, we'll see what it's like on the when I check it. But either way, it was a good watch and it was a good fun, good chat,
Yeah.
and we had
No,
some
yeah.
cool people in the chat too. So, but let's get to the reason why we're
Well, the pictures
all
of
here.
the what's going to be coming out. I
Yeah.
do believe the end of September.
All right.
Like I said, Warner Brothers is releasing it on their 100th anniversary, and they got like 4 box sets that's going to come with that. They're going to release it with that. So I don't know if it's the same cut, the same 4K cut, but I'll talk through this. But there's 3 different covers, and then there's the full slip, which is the black one. It's the big one. But Warner Brothers is releasing it on 4K, so I don't know if it's going to be the same cut. But this is what the Cinema Museum one looks like. There's 3 covers here. It's a steel book. It comes with a special gift. It comes with a specific booklet a big fold out book that comes with each one of these different ones.
Yeah, that
You seen
does look pretty awesome. Like the artwork on that.
Yeah, and then there's the
The
second one.
Pazuzu there.
Yeah, and then that's the big full slip. That's the big fat one.
Yeah.
So
Like, it
you
looks
got that.
different in the red. Like I'm used to seeing the sort of grey one where the mist and all that. Look, seeing it in red looks so different.
Yeah. But as far as newly commissioned artwork, man, I like that one that's got the Kara's head and her head melding together. This was what was supposed to come out at the end of last year. Everybody pre-ordered, but they decided to hold it over, make it 4K, and bring it for its 50th anniversary instead. But
That
this is
does
a
look awesome.
Oh yeah, I love that one, man. Whereas I want that big fat black one.
Yeah.
So we'll see what all they have to offer. Probably this summer sometime is when the pre-order is going to come out, and there's only going to be 300 each of these. So I would suggest everybody watch and keep your eye on it. If you want it, there's where it comes with everything. That's one of the books, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely keep your eye on it, because 300 it will go in 10 fucking minutes, man.
Special gift. You get a special gift
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. It's going to be the same or whatever. Like the book, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's going to change. I can't even see them. Yeah, and that one comes with red and black one. I'm not sure which one comes with the other one, but yeah, this is what we have so far. It's not going to be cheap, because Cinema Museum is not cheap. They're basically a company that I'm guessing it's the same 4K cut, because they basically take the cut from another company. You know, they get the rights for it, and then they make their
50
own.
years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 50 years.
Yep.
Does
Yeah.
not feel
There we
like
go.
that. So this box set, is that's Exodus 1, 2, and 3, right?
No, I think that's just the first film. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's got a bunch of shit in it. I mean, that motherfucker's that fucking thick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It'll be
But I
a
mean,
couple $100.
there's so much history behind that movie.
You know, yeah. And I can't just get a regular, I can't just go to Walmart and just get a regular cut of that, man. If I can get my hands on that, I'm getting my hands on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Period. So just because
All
of
right,
what it
guys.
is.
I'm going to wrap it up now, because it's time for me to go and get some dinner, and I think it's probably time for everyone else to call tonight. Being, was it 3 o'clock in the morning over there?
20 to 4.
Wow, jeez. Well, thank you everyone for joining, both myself and Goraphobe, doing a double feature. It was, I had a heap of fun.
Hell
Hope
yeah.
you did too. Awesome. And don't forget, like, I know I didn't say it before, but if you can, please do, like, if you're watching the replay, leave a comment down below, and don't forget, subscribe to Goraphobe as well if you haven't already. I think pretty much everyone in the chat is, but yeah, let's keep that ball rolling, get him out there, and me too, of course.
Oh, hell yeah. Great time, man. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I'm trying to do this with you for months, man.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again soon. We'll have to set up a time that we can do it.
Definitely. Even if we just do one film, fuck it. I'll try
Yeah.
to bring you in on one of these Italian horror or giallos, whichever.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll organize something, and not 5 months down the track.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Cool, man. All right, I'm going to call it there. So thank you very much, and everyone have a great night. Peace. Take it easy.